Rise and grind, the best new cigars. Let's get into this list. Here at Rise and Grind, we equip you. We share with you the best cigars, the best cognacs, whiskeys. We share with you cigar lounge etiquette. We provide you everything that you need to know so that you can level up and live your best life. Today, we want to just quickly share with you some of the new cigar brands that are on the market today. Now, these might not be brand new, but they're new to me. I always talk about the Arturo Fuentes and the Padrones and all these legendary makers. But today I want to talk about some cigar brands that you might not have heard about. Again, they may not be brand new, but they're not one of the historic and legendary cigar makers. But these are some great cigar blenders, producers. And so check out this list of 5 great new cigar brands. And the first cigar brand that we want to cover is Drunk Chicken Cigar. Now that name sounds crazy. It's a cigar company started by an African American lady. I believe she's in the DC area. And the story behind it is she had, I believe, some chickens in her backyard. Her friend said that the chickens look like they're drunk, and she made that the name of her cigar company. Now, I've had just one of her cigars. I've had the Sweet Dreams, and so I thought I would like it because here it's got a sweet tip, and I'm not into sweet tips or infused cigars. Usually I go with a Connecticut broadleaf or a Habano, a real cigar. And so I thought I wouldn't like this Sweet Dreams. It's got a sweet tip. It's a Connecticut, but this was a really good cigar. It was chocolatey, spicy. This is the kind of cigar that if you are new into cigars, if you just want something that's going to be sweet and pleasant, let's say for instance, you're going out and you want to take your significant other to a cigar lounge and you've got your cigar and you want to get her cigar, Sweet Dreams would be a great choice. Now, it's not necessarily just a beginner cigar. It is a Connecticut, but it does have that chocolatey, that spicy. It is what I call a slightly sweetened tip. And so it's not like it's some flavored cigar, nothing like that. It's a real deal cigar put out by a great company, Drunk Chicken Cigars. Check them out. And the next company that we want to look at is Warfighter Cigar. Now, this is a company, they've been out for some time, maybe about 10, 15 years. They're newer to me. And so again, this is a video about the up and coming brands. And so you can't compare them to a Toro Fuente or Warfighter Cigar. What do I like about them? They pay tribute to the military. And so I believe it's 4 guys, they were serving over in Iraq. And then they had this idea of starting up a company. And so I respect that. Myself, I'm a former Marine, and so anything that pays honor, gives tribute to our service member, that's something that I'm always going to be for and about. And so Warfighter Cigar, and so it's not just a company, it's not just 4 guys who are just getting some random tobacco, throwing it together. Their tobacco comes from Plasencia, and so that's a legendary name. And so they have essentially partnered with this company. That's where their tobacco is coming from. And as soon as you smoke it, you really get a sense of that. I really like the Plasencia Alma Fuerte. That's one of my favorite cigars. Just absolutely one of the best cigars ever made. When I smoke the Warfighter, the 50 cal Maduro, it really reminds me of the Plasencia Alma Fuerte. Now, their 50 cal Maduro, it's a full body. It's the real deal. It's a full body cigar. It's just oily, it's dark. You get lots of notes of leather and raisins, and so it's a great cigar. What really captivated me about this company, and all the ones on this list, Sometimes you go to smoke a cigar that you haven't heard of. It's not Rocky Patel, it's not CAO, and so you think it's probably not gonna be that good. But with Warfighter, the quality, the construction, the quality in the tobacco, these are really good cigars. These are, I would even call these premium cigars. And so I love the idea, again, you're supporting the military, you're supporting those who have served, and we're just paying respect and tribute to our warfighters. And so, Warfighter Cigar Company, a great company doing a great thing. And the next company that we're gonna look at is a company called Crux. And so I've had one of their cigars. They're new to me. And so maybe someone's thinking, oh, they're not new. They've been around for a long time. They're new to me. And so I had their Bull and Bear. Now, as you've heard so many times, my favorite cigar wrapper right now is the Habano. And so this is a Habano. It's full flavor, full body, and I get lots of raisins on this. And so whenever I talk about the Ramon Alones by AJ Fernandez, I say that's like smoking a raisin. Until I smoke this Crux Bull and Bear. It's a raisin, it's nutmeg. I just love the Habano leaf right now. Now, the other thing I would say about this cigar, it's clean, it's smooth. I speak a lot in my different jobs, and so sometimes there's some cigars I don't want to smoke because then the next day my voice is going to be all raspy. With the Crux, as you smoke this, it feels like you're not even smoking a cigar. It's just so smooth, so clean. Now it is full flavor. It's got some power, some strength, some great taste. But there's just this cleanliness about it. I don't know how or what they've done to achieve that, but I love smoking that cigar because it's just so clean, smooth. Crux, Bull and Bear. We thank you that you're spending this time watching this video as we share some of the new cigar brands that are out there. You see, this channel is all about us sharing what's new, sharing what's on the market, sharing some things that we've come across. And so if there's a new brand that you've come across, go ahead and leave them, put a comment, let the rest of this community know, because that's all this is. This isn't a channel, this is a community. This is men and women who come together, talk about cigars, talk about whiskey, talk about our lounge experience. And so leave a comment and join this community. Join us, hit the subscribe button, leave a like if you are getting value from this video or from other videos. This is a community. We're all about us. And if you just want videos on just the conversation, just us talking, we got a channel called The Grind Podcast that's just about us, motivating us, helping us. And so check out that channel. I'll leave a link in the description. But the next company that I want to talk about, I've been smoking them for about 5 years now. Black Label Trading Company. Now, they probably put out a whole bunch. I remember I smoked one, I believe it was called a Dissident. Really liked that, really enjoyed it. Recently, I smoked the Memento. And so this is a great cigar. This is I believe it's a Pennsylvania broadleaf. And so it's just packed with flavor. You get lots of coffee. You get this blueberry. And so in smoking it, I kept thinking it tastes like a blueberry coffee. Or if you got a coffee and you're having it with a blueberry muffin. And so that's the best way to describe this. I was actually just blown away. The construction, just everything about the cigar was so good. But I've been straying away from the full body, darker cigars. But then I smoked this, and that blueberry, the strength was there, but there was also this pleasant, enjoyable taste to it. And so I'm gonna be checking out Black Label Trading Company. I believe they used to have something about the killer bees or some hornets, or I believe they might even have one called the morphine. And so I remember that they were putting out a lot of products, and so I'm glad that I've been reintroduced to them. Black Label Trading Company. And the last company that we have on this list of new cigar brands. They may not be brand new, but they're new to me. You might not have heard about them. They're not one of the big boys. This company is called Dapper. And so I smoked recently. It's the La Madrina. Great cigar. Now, you probably keep wondering, why do I say all these cigars taste like raisins? So I talked about the AJ Fernandez Ramon Alones. I talked about the Crux. This cigar really tastes like raisins. But not only like raisins, there's this sweet chocolate note to it. There's a fig note to it. There's a spicy note to it. And so the Dapper La Madrina, this is like smoking a fig Newton. And so there's this really figgy element to it. Some chocolate, some spice, sprinkling some raisins, a little breadiness to it. Great cigar. Glad I stumbled onto it. And I thank you that you stumbled onto this channel. I thank you that you spent the time watching this channel. Again, leave in the comments, let us know what are some of the new cigar companies that are out there. I've been trying to get my hands on some Principal. I've heard that that's a company that's good, it's newer. There's so many companies out there. And so it's about us sharing the word, sharing these companies. And so if you know of one, go ahead and leave their name in the comment section. Like, comment, subscribe, but most importantly, rise and grind.